Here's what I've learned about children. Everything is normal. They do abnormal behaviors all the time. That's their job. We're not concerned with what children don't know or can't do. We are concerned with what they know and what they can do, and then we move from there. I have my master's degree in early childhood special education from University of Northern Colorado, and most of my research was on play and language development. At the Learning House, we offer play groups for 1- and 2-year-olds, and when parents bring their children to our play groups, children get a chance to be around other children and learn social skills. We get to do some speech and language therapy with them. We offer ideas to parents on their child's development and things that they can do to help their child develop. And then parents, moms and dads, get a chance to be around other moms and dads, and then they realize that they're all in the same boat.
The best thing about our playgroups is that it hits all the different levels of development that children need to practice before they are ready for school. They learn how to be around other people, they learn their language skills, they learn their sensory skills, they can manage themselves, and they're ready to learn.
Our playgroup starts out with free play for about 30 minutes. And then we all clean up, we wash our hands, and we have snack at the table. While we're playing, I am helping children with their language skills, more so than speech, because you gotta learn how to talk before you can have any kind of speech therapy. We've had so many moms come in tears because their child isn't talking, and then they've been really upset. And I always tell them, write this date down in your calendar, because 6 months from now, they're going to be talking so much that you wish that they were quiet again. The reality is, children either do motor or they do language. They'll never do both at the same time. So if a child is low on language, I'll ask the parents, how much motoring are they doing? And 10 times out of 10, I'll get, well, they're climbing over this, they're climbing over that, they're in the mud, they're doing this, they're doing that. And then I'll say, okay, well, the motor piece has to be developed right now. And when that has enough information, then the language will come. And so I help parents realize what stages their children are into.
As a reading specialist, I know that teaching kids the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s can't occur until they are ready to learn. And these playgroups are what get kids ready to learn on all levels, and all parts of their brain are engaged in this learning process.
On the second week of our playgroups, we bring out sand, and I get to find out how children are doing with their sensory integration development. Sensory is really crucial to a child's overall development and education. So for example, like I said about the sandbox, I'll bring the sandbox in and I'll pour sand on children's hands on purpose, because I want to see how they react. So when that sand goes on their hand, the thalamus gets where all the information, that's the secretary for your brain. The thalamus doesn't know what to do with that information. And so it doesn't know where to send it, and there are no pathways. So the more we do that, then those pathways are created and that information is sent to the right spot. And then they're like, oh, okay, I can do this. The biggest comment I get from parents when they come in to watch me for a play group is that they can't believe how much I play with their child, and that they don't really know how to play with their child.
Playgroups are also a great time to watch a professional play with children and see how they do things. It's a great opportunity for Ernie to model techniques to get children to do certain things during play, and helps parents learn how to interact with their children in a more effective manner.
When I'm playing with them, with the children, I have definite techniques that I use. So for example, a technique that I'll use is, it's called a bunny hop. What I've learned is, again, from this sensory integration piece, one of your near senses is called proprioceptive, and that's your body awareness in space. And 2-year-olds and 1-year-olds, when they're in their hissy fits, I believe in my heart that they don't know where their body is, and that's part of the reason for them going into their hissy fit. So I will take their hands and I'll support their wrists and I'll pick them up off the floor and we'll bunny hop to the next activity or wherever we need to go. And within seconds of doing that, they're having so much fun, they stop crying and they go, wow, this is kind of cool. And then they'll go on to the next one and then they'll forget about what we don't want them to do.
I call it the kids lose their edges. They forget where they end and the world begins, and they just lose their edges. And by doing some of these techniques with hopping the kids and giving them a tight squeeze and turning them upside down, it helps the brain reorient with the body, and they get to find their edges again. And they stop leaning against the kids next to them or putting their hands on other people and things like that.
I like the way that, yeah, finding their edges. That's a great one. Good job.
I've been using that for years. Dude, you should pay attention when I talk. And that's on tape. This isn't about babysitting kids, this is about educating kids. We are a school for young children. And this is the only opportunity families have in the area for professionally led playgroups.
You know, we do science and math because it helps children learn critical thinking, problem solving, and literacy skills, and it gets them ready for the future.
We really understand kids. We understand their development. We understand their brains. We understand their behavior. We understand their home and their exuberance for life. And we use that. Ernie has his skills and what he's learned, and I have my skills, what I've learned, and we've put all of that together to develop a place for kids that they can come to learn whatever it is they need to learn. And we take kids, no matter what ability they are, and help them move to the next level.